Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Behind the Plays. I am your gracious host, Davion, along with my amazing co-host, Eric.
Hello. That's me,
Hi.
right here. You can see my name.
Quick, simple intro this week.
Right? Nice and clean.
Yeah, nice and clean.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's get into it. Bengals beat the
Unlike
Jags
the
24-21.
He's like, no, just go. Let's just dive right. Just
That'd be a fun week. Like, just for one podcast, let's try to do it in like 15 minutes.
Do you think we could just speed run it and then
Right?
like I don't know if everybody would be either confused or like wild. By the way, this just in 5 minutes ago. The Cowboys released linebacker Jalen Smith.
Really?
Yeah. So, hi. As a Philadelphia fan, we need linebackers.
Yeah, you do.
Can you go call this man? And he can also slide us the Dallas Cowboy playbook. That'd be lovely. Thank you. But yeah, I just saw that just in, and there's been a bunch of NBA weird stuff that happened just now too. So, besides the point though, I am excited to talk about this week, and also a little sad to talk about this week, all in one wrap. This is the first time this season that we have both lost. Our favorite teams have both lost in the same week. Fun fact.
That's because this is the first time I've lost.
Yeah, I know, crazy. This is the third time. Welcome to the club. Dude, we're on a 3-game losing streak. Aww. So the Jags went to Cincinnati this week and played the Bengals.
They did do that. Come on, Cameron.
I actually watched this game. I did watch this game. Just so you guys are aware, before we start talking about games, I didn't watch as many games as I normally do during the week. I watched this one. I watched the Eagles game, obviously, because I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched Bucks, Patriots, the second half, and then Chargers, Raiders. And the reason being is because I celebrated my birthday this weekend instead of, like, on my birthday.
Mm-hmm. Rightfully so.
I went out Saturday night, and then Sunday I went to dinner.
Ew.
Yeah, that's stupid, right?
My birthday's on a Monday this year, so I get it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically why I didn't watch as many games as I normally do. So I'm going to sound as educated as I possibly can, but also I'm pretty uneducated.
I was on a plane
At
for the
the
morning
same time.
games, if it makes you feel better.
Oh, so this is just going to be one ball for the morning games.
Yeah, and
All right.
I watched Ravens, Broncos, and Bucks, Patriots exclusively this week.
Yeah, it sounds about right. All right.
I'm kind of in the same boat.
Well, let's just dive right into it. I guess this is the 15-minute podcast.
Right? Like, we don't have much to contribute to Jags, Bengals. Actually, that's not true. This is kind of a interesting
Actually, this
thing
was
that
one of the
happened
better
with
games
Jags.
of the week, yeah.
Right? It was a good game. So, Bengals do end up beating the Jaguars 24-21. I believe the Jaguars were winning 14-0 at halftime.
14-0 at halftime, yes.
So, Bengals led a big third and fourth quarter comeback, ultimately win it off of a game-winning field goal. Like, you can't ask for much more than a...
I'm pretty sure that's the second time this season that's happened. They they beat the Vikings on a game-winning field goal. And last second in overtime they beat the Vikings. So this is the second time their kicker in 4 games that he has had a game-winning field goal.
Good for him.
To end the game. That's nuts.
Here's something that I even realized. Well, we probably should have talked about this with the preview when we talked about this a while ago. This was a rematch of the Natty a couple years ago.
You know what? I was talking about that with someone, and it was the day after, and I was like, dang, you know what I just remembered?
We should have said that on the podcast.
Dang, it would have been much cooler.
Right? No, but
yeah, it was the one where Joe Burrow beat Trevor Lawrence.
Exactly. Joe Burrow's last year.
History just pretends to repeat itself, you know?
Right? Joe Burrow had a good day, and Joe Mixon had a pretty good day, but I believe Joe Mixon got hurt this game. I don't know how hurt.
I think so, too, but I don't think he's hurt enough to be sitting. I don't think. I can Google, though. We can figure it out. Joe Mixon injury update.
He's currently week to week.
May
per
miss
Zach
multiple
Taylor.
games.
Yeah, per Zach Taylor, he's week to week.
It's likely he'll miss the next game against the Packers, but he could be back following.
Yep. Okay. So as of right now, the Bengals currently lead the NFC North because the Ravens, and the Browns are all 3-1, and the Steelers are dookie butter.
And the Bengals beat the Steelers, and the other ones haven't played any of the other ones. So crazy.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of drama going on in Jacksonville right now too.
Something with Urban Meyer earlier.
Urban Meyer got caught on video with a woman who was not his wife doing things that you should not be doing to women who are not your wife. and apparently did not really handle it well within the Jaguars like locker room within the organization. And according to reports, it feels like the Jags have already lost Urban Meyer. And according to some people, Urban Meyer might not make it to the end of the year.
No shot. Already?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. He doesn't seem like he's an NFL coach, honestly.
Well, here was the thing with Urban Meyer, okay? He was a great recruiter.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he was great at Ohio State because it's not hard to convince people to go to Ohio State. But if anybody could do it, was Urban Meyer. You know, like Urban Meyer liked getting 5 stars. Here, and you know, when you're at Ohio State, you know, you might not play Illinois every week.
Yeah.
You're playing the Cincinnati Bengals every week. This is a professional football team. I remember back in the day, a while ago, people used to say who would win in a football game, Alabama or the Cleveland Browns, and the answer was always the Cleveland Browns. I don't care if they're the worst professional team; they're a professional team.
Yeah, there's a reason. Yeah.
Yeah, like Alabama has probably like I don't know, somewhere like 8 to 9 people who are professional worthy. The Browns have 22.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean you don't play these cruddy college teams anymore. You're playing NFL teams. It just doesn't seem like this is Urban Meyer's forte.
No, and I can understand if he gets fired. He's, I think, maybe the only rookie coach that I would, like the first-year coach that I consider is on the hot seat.
Well, who else? Robert Saleh. I mean, Robert Saleh won his first game. He's certainly not on the hot seat this week.
I would argue that Nick Sirianni's not on the hot seat.
I don't think so either.
My personal opinion, and I will explain that when we get to the Chiefs-Eagles game.
I don't think so. Who else? What other rookie coaches are there?
I don't know. There's a lot of first-year coaches this year, though.
Dan Campbell, I don't think, is on the hot seat for the Lions. The Lions are playing well. They're just losing games.
Arthur Smith, Falcons?
I feel like the Texans...
He's fine. Arthur Smith's probably fine. Detroit Lions, Dan Campbell. I mean, it's the Lions.
The Texans coach, I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
David Culley.
David Culley, yeah. I feel like he's fine.
He's chilling. Brandon Staley of the Chargers is balling.
He's doing great, believe it or not.
Yeah. Robert Saleh of the Jets is actually, I think, okay. Especially after what we're about to witness. And then Nick Sirianni, who I think is also okay. So,
yeah, genuinely the only one who's concerning is Urban.
Like, I would say the Lions, like, he's at risk of losing his job, but it's only because he's coaching the Lions.
Yeah.
Like, they need some consistency over there, so maybe he'll stay another year or something like that. But, I mean, yeah, Urban Meyer's just not in a good spot, especially with the spotlight that he was in. I hope he... I don't know what I hope from him, dude. I just, like, I at this point, I genuinely hope Trevor Lawrence gets help.
Yeah.
Because that team is looking rough.
I will
say, though, they have Travis Etienne, who just hasn't played.
The Jags have a decent team. I don't think Trevor Lawrence needs help. I think Trevor Lawrence needs guidance, you know?
No. That's mostly what I meant by help, I guess. Guidance, a little bit. Like, the wide receivers are actually pretty good.
I like the receivers, and I like their O-line.
Robinson's solid. Their defense could use a little work. They have, like, Miles Jack is on their defense, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's
pretty good. Yeah, that's it. He's pretty solid.
Oh, no, don't they have Josh Allen? The defense Josh Allen?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know who defense Josh Allen is.
Jag starters on defense. I feel like they have...
Yes.
Yeah.
They do have Josh Allen defense.
Yeah, other Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have Shaquille Griffin, too. They picked him up from the Seahawks.
They do have Shaq Griffin. That's right. Maybe they do have a good team. They just don't have coaching.
Yeah, no, because this team is decent, honestly. It's not terrible.
Yeah, they could win games.
Their backup center's name is Tyler Shatley.
What a name, dude.
What a name.
But yeah, I think Joe Burrow just had his game, and he's having himself a season.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope he continues to ball out like he is, and I mean, keep continuing to shut me up about the Jamar Chase pick, dude.
Right.
Just keep telling me I need to stop talking.
All right. Let's talk a little Titans-Jets action.
I actually watched the end of this game.
Jets get their first win of the year in overtime, 27-24 over the Tennessee Titans.
Derrick Henry got the ball, too.
So here's my question to you.
You want to know what happened? You want to know what happened?
What happened?
Their wide receivers sucked. Do you want to know why their wide receivers sucked?
Why did their wide receivers suck?
Julio Jones and A.J. Brown did not play this game.
That's very valid.
They were both out with hamstring injuries.
Yeah.
So their leading receiver was Jeremy McNichols. Do you know who Jeremy McNichols is?
I don't.
Neither do I. So he led with 8 receptions and 74 yards on 12 targets.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, the Titans, I think, were a little bit too beat up this game, but at the same time, I don't think you can use that as an excuse. This is the Jets.
I don't think it's an excuse that why they lost the Jets. The problem is that Derrick Henry had 33 carries for 157 yards, a touchdown. Ryan Tannehill threw 30 times for 49 times, had 30 completions, 298 and a touchdown. I'm pretty sure they didn't have any freaking turnovers this game. I don't think they had any turnovers this game. No interceptions thrown. They got a pick. They gave up 7 freaking sacks.
Mm-hmm.
Time of possession was in their favor. They literally no fumbles. Like 7 sacks was the difference in this game, I guess. Because like at the end of the day, my mindset is on paper they had no business losing this game.
Yeah,
I think they came away with too many field
their
goals.
best receivers out.
I think that's it. They came away with too many field goals.
Yeah, they
situations.
They didn't finish drives. They didn't have the people who could finish drives.
They didn't have the receivers that would finish drives. Yeah, they had. They got there. They just didn't finish. Yeah, they had what? 3 field goals. 3 field goals and 2 tutties. That's how this game ended. And,
right, and then
Zach
the
Wilson
Titans,
also had like a god tier game.
And if there was anything ever to sum up the Tennessee Titans, they lost off of missing a field goal.
Also true. Yeah, that was
kicking in Nashville has been terrible for the last like 3 years. Like genuinely since Mike Vrabel got there, they haven't.
You know what's even worse? Their kicker is Randy Bullock, and that was the only field goal he missed all day.
Right?
And he attempted 4 of them.
Yeah. So, the Titans, I mean, they're fine. Here's the thing. The AFC South is not very good.
No, they're fine.
The Colts are decent, but the Texans and the Jaguars are genuinely bad. So the Titans are still a playoff team.
They're leading the division.
Yeah.
They're going to, I think they still have every reason to win their division. And honestly, they could win a playoff game. It's just
I think
a matter
they could too, depending on their matchup.
Yeah, it just really depends on if they're going to be healthy, because I really think having Julio Jones to finish drives was a big deal, because basically right now you have to give the ball, if you're going to throw 49 times and you don't give targets to Julio Jones and A.J. Brown as the Titans, you're not winning the football game. Because like they ran the ball 33 times. Like Derrick Henry touched the ball 35 times this game. He caught 2 passes and ran 33 times. Like that's nuts. I don't think you win a game where Ryan Tannehill throws the ball almost 50 times and none of those go to Julio Jones or A.J. Brown. Sorry. That's just my mindset. It's really hard to do those things. But, yeah. Hopefully they can recover and figure it out. Zach Wilson, though, is looking better and better each week. And I will give him nothing but the finest of props for this game.
Yeah, he played very well.
He played amazing, in my opinion.
All right. Should I make some popcorn? I'm just gonna sit back.
I just realized what game. Actually, I don't have. I'm gonna try to be very mild this week. So, the Chiefs played the Eagles in Lincoln Financial, and something we did say in the podcast was if the Eagles even came close to winning this football game, that I think the Chiefs really need to hit the panic button. The Chiefs need to figure out what they need to do on defense. They had no business letting the Eagles drop 30. I'm gonna even give them the pity touchdown. I'll take the pity touchdown off the board. We had no business dropping 23 points on this team with how we were playing that game. The Eagles actually should have won this football game. They just decided that they didn't want to finish drives. So that's how that game ended. Also penalties. That's it. That's all I have to say.
That's it?
Patrick Mahomes is insane. Also Tyreek Hill is insane.
Okay. I'll count that as 30 seconds because the last 5 seconds or so, that was Chiefs compliments.
Yeah, that was Andy Reid's return to Lincoln Financial was he said, "Nah, I'm fisting you guys."
Yeah. I mean, the whole Chiefs offense honestly played very well.
Side note, he disrespected the hell out of us too.
Yeah, the Chiefs offense popped off. The Chiefs defense, though, I agree, I think has some concerns that need to be addressed.
They have a lot more than some. They were getting burnt by Devontae Smith and Quez fucking Watkins.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Jalen Hurts looked amazing, by the way. Great bounce back game.
Yeah, the Chiefs are still a top tier team in this league. But here's my question to you. Are they Super Bowl contenders as of right now?
Yes.
I think they're playoff contenders.
Absolutely.
I think they're a playoff team.
Who's better than them in the AFC? All the good teams, all like the Super Bowl crazy teams are in the NFC right now. Who's better than them?
Browns, I think. Bills,
you think?
I think.
I mean, Bills maybe, but like the Bills just played who? Like
the Texans and the Dolphins and put up 40 and shut them out.
Yeah.
Like, you should be winning against the good teams, and you should be creaming the bad teams. That's what we say. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's true.
That's what the Bills are doing.
They have put up they put up 35 plus, in like
2 of the last 3 weeks.
3 straight weeks, I'm pretty sure. The Bills, they beat the football team like 43-21, dude.
Oh, that's
and then they beat the second team like 35-0.
Yes. Yeah. No,
the
Bills
they've shut out 2 teams this season.
Yeah, the Bills are nuts. So, yeah,
I mean, I could see the Bills, but I mean, like, this is the thing with the Chiefs. They have inherently been really, really dumb when it comes to allowing teams to score. Because they'll let teams score all day. But the thing is that they end up outscoring them. The problem is the last, like, few games, the games that they've lost, they've allowed teams to score. They just do it so early that they have to, like, stray away from their game plan. So it makes them uncomfortable in their situation. They'll end up putting up a lot of points, but then they're still going to lose the game because they gave up too much early on. This game was literally the same scenario. We were winning like 10-7 or 10-0, 17-7, something stupid like that. We were up like we were hitting back and forth. The Eagles, then they popped off. Chiefs just went ape. Like it's just like that's the thing. They were keeping pace. We were winning. We were putting up points, right? But the Chiefs did their thing. They went in and they beat them. Like, they beat teams how they normally beat teams. Doesn't matter what team it was. That's the same thing. It's happened all last year, too. I don't know what it is about this Chiefs team, but it's the same thing. Do I think they might lose they could lose before they get to the Super Bowl? If anybody, it's going to be the Bills, because the Bills have their shit together. The defense is really good, and the offense is clicking on all cylinders right now. So it's like, yeah, I think the Chiefs could lose to the Bills.
You ready for a hot take?
Yeah.
I think the Chargers are better than the Chiefs right now.
I think that's a hot take. I think that's... I'd have to see it to believe it. I think the Chargers are a really good team. I think defensively they're better than the Chiefs. But, like, that offense is too electric, man. Like, it is too nuts.
I'm such a stupid idiot. I was going to say, like, well, maybe we'll see it head-to-head. We literally already did.
Yeah, they won. But, once again, same scenario, you know?
I think, I right now I think Buffalo and the Chargers are for sure better than the Chiefs. I think you could argue the Browns and Ravens are better than the Chiefs right now, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Ravens beat them, but like, it's once again the defense. If the defense can get some, you don't even need a lot of stops. You just need like some stops. Like the Eagles didn't punt all game. We just didn't get touchdowns.
Yeah,
we got like 4 field goals that game. Which I need to complain about the referees in the fucking game, dude.
All right,
they called back 3 fucking touchdowns. 3 touchdowns got called back. 2 of them were bullshit. I'm irritated. I was so heated. You should have saw me watching that game, bro. I was like, oh, I got it on TV. Because Kansas City it's in the Midwest. I got it on TV and I got to watch my team get smoked in 4K on my 60-inch. Anyway. All right, now we got to talk about another team.
Okay, we're moving on.
So another undefeated team. An undefeated team did hold the L this week. Panthers at Cowboys. Cowboys went 36-28. I didn't watch this game because I don't fucking like the Cowboys. No Christian McCaffrey. That's all I know about this game. Sam Darnold threw 2 picks.
Yes, both to Trayvon Diggs. He's
playing out of his mind.
I think he has 5 picks in 4 weeks.
Huh. Something interesting I'm looking at statistically.
How many times?
Very, very interesting. I'm looking at the statistics here.
Tell me.
Dak Prescott, 14 of 22, 188 yards, 4 touchdowns. First off, that's nuts. Okay?
That's pretty good.
I don't even have to... I'm going to get to the next part of this because you know where I'm going with this. But what the heck? My man, he scored 4 touchdowns with only completing 14 passes.
To 4 different receivers.
That's
which for
nuts.
CeeDee Lamb.
Or what's his face? Don't they have another receiver?
Michael Gallup is hurt.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
That's probably what you're thinking.
CeeDee Lamb only caught 2 passes this game. Anyway, from bottom to the top on the rushing list, By the way, for real quick, Dalton Schultz is playing out of his God-given mind these last 2 weeks. I'm gonna give him props. I don't know who you are, but you're playing great. You keep doing you, dude. Dak Prescott 4 carries for 35 yards. Tony Pollard had 10 carries for 67 yards. Ezekiel Elliott had 20 carries for 143 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, the Cowboys just averaged probably doing some quick maths in my head. Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second here. Somewhere right around 7.4 to 5 to 6-ish, somewhere in that general
Something
area
like
code. Yards rushing.
So let me ask you a question. The Cowboys are now 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
How serious are we about the Cowboys, playoff-wise?
They're a playoff team as of right now.
Do you think they could beat someone in the wild card? They'll get a home game because they're winning the East, right?
Well,
unless Washington or someone else makes a surge for some god awful reason, which I highly doubt. But
it would be Washington.
It's definitely not the Eagles. It's not gonna be the Eagles.
So
the
then,
Eagles have too many. They play too many good teams. We needed to split. We needed to beat the Cowboys for it to be okay.
Like right now, their possible wild card matchups are probably the Panthers or a loser from the West. I think they could beat the Panthers.
Well, they did just do that. So yeah.
Yeah, I think they could do it again. I don't think they could beat the
Especially
Rams.
at home.
I don't think they could beat the
Rams
Niners. I don't think they could beat the Seahawks.
You want my honesty? I think they could beat anyone not named the Rams or Cardinals in the West.
Yeah. In the West.
I straight up think they can smack the Seahawks. I straight up think they can smack the Niners.
Yeah, I don't think they beat the Packers. I don't think they beat the Bucks.
The reason being is their defense is playing out of their God-given mind. Yes, they gave up 28 points this week. Yes, they gave up 21 points the week before that. They held the Chargers to 17 and beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They beat the Eagles electrically, 41-21, because everything was so quick-paced. The team's bound to score, right? They were scoring so quickly. The other team's bound to score in these scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Then week 1, they lost to the Bucks 31-29. Their only loss of the season.
It's 29 to the defending Super Bowl champion, a team that's 3-1.
Who's supposed to go out and beat them
and
on opening night.
Lost their only game to, at the time, probably the best team in the NFL.
Right. Who'd they lose to?
The Rams.
Right.
Who
in a good game.
You asked me at the end of week 3, Rams were the best team in the NFL. Not so sure anymore.
Yeah, that was... But I think the Cowboys are... I don't like to give the Cowboys props, but I will give them... They are playing great football right now. The problem is they always do shit like this. Every time they get good, they lose like 7 games in a row or some stupidity.
Yeah, I'll buy it week 18 if the Cowboys are a playoff.
What week do we play them again? Week 17, 18, 18. Would you imagine that? In Philly, the Eagles are playing the Cowboys. I don't know how that happens. Eagles are going to be last. Cowboys are going to be first. Washington is going to be second. Washington is going to beat Philly week 17. And they're going to win whatever game. Who do they play? The Giants week 18?
The Giants, yeah.
They're going to beat the Giants week 18. They're going to be tied record-wise, and the Eagles are going to beat the Cowboys so the Cowboys don't make the playoffs. Calling it. It's going to be some stupidity like that. Because that's how it always happens in the NFC East.
It's a certified Dallas Cowboys moment.
It's always how it works in the NFC East. Never fails. Dude, the Eagles can lose that game, and the Cowboys would still get cucked somehow. I don't even know how, but they would. So, we'll see. But, like... I'm giving the Cowboys their props. By the way, the Panthers, I'm also giving their props. Because the Panthers didn't play poor football.
No,
their defense just kind of sold.
It is what it is.
DJ Moore is out of their mind. Sam Darnold threw like his first real picks of the season. Like,
the Panthers are a decent team.
Yeah,
I'm genuinely
I think the Panthers
impressed
are
with the things I'm seeing from the Panthers.
And they're doing this without Run CMC. So also, DJ Moore is playing really well. Insane, dude. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the rest of it plays out for them. Because they do have to... They got to go play...
the Panthers this next week play the Eagles.
Oh, man, I'm dead. We're about to lose another game. Well,
man, I'm dead.
We got to play... We really... Yo, can we talk about how they made us play the Cowboys who decided that they really wanted to play football again this season? Into the freaking Chiefs, into the Panthers, who look like they want to play football again, into the Buccaneers. Like, what is this, dude?
At the beginning of the year, I wasn't expecting the Panthers to be a good team. Like, genuinely, if you asked me before week 1, probably the Eagles beat the Panthers.
I'm in the same boat. Dude, after week 1, I was like, yeah, the Eagles are a better team than the Panthers. I still was in that same boat after week 1. They barely beat the Jets, you know? We smacked the heck out of the Falcons. Now I'm like, dang. We really about to go 1-7 or 1-16. That's crazy. We're going to be the first team in NFL history to lose 16 games and still win a game. Think about it. Think about it.
Right.
Think about it. Crazy. Anyway, Cowboys look great. I got to give them their props. Giants at Saints. Yeah, shout out to the Giants.
Am I a wizard or
what? Did you call this one?
I did. No, I didn't call this one.
No,
but I told you.
You said.
I told you about my
theory. Be surprised. Oh, that's true. The Saints lost this week.
The Saints lose every other week.
That's crazy.
I'm giving the Saints the Falcons treatment every other week. The Saints had no business losing this game to the 0-3 Giants in their first true home game since the Hurricane. The Saints had no business losing this game.
In overtime.
But here we are.
What did Jameis Winston do?
Jameis did fine. Jameis did fine. They got outplayed by the Giants.
The pick.
They got outplayed by the Giants.
That's nuts. That's crazy. Wow.
Like, Daniel Jones played out of his mind. Saquon played out of his mind.
Daniel Jones, bro. Kenny Golladay is their leading receiver right now. Kadarius Toney had a good game this week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Saints had no business losing this game, yet they did. And the reason why, it's because it was the other week of every other week.
True. That's crazy.
So, I'm sticking to my theory for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Giants look decent, but, I don't think they'll do anything about it.
Yeah, if the Eagles are going to do anything, they're going to hopefully finish over the Giants. That's my goal. That's my goal this season. Not finish last.
All right.
But if we finish last, at least we'll have the consolation prize of playing the Seattle Seahawks next season.
You always have that going for you. Next up is Browns Vikings. Browns win 14-7 on the road.
I actually watched a bit of this game because I thought the Vikings were going to beat the Browns for a minute. And this game was weird. Mm-hmm. The Browns punted a lot.
The Browns, I feel like, couldn't get anything going offensively.
So did the Vikings.
But these are the types of games that if I had no knowledge of the Browns and like any kind of past experience and I just knew about football and I saw the Browns roster, these are the type of games I expect the Browns to win because their O-line is stacked and their running back core is ridiculous. You're not going to win games 28-7. You're going to win games 14-7.
Right.
And their defense is really good. You know, like this is what I expect the Browns to do. I just know that the Browns are capable of so much more because I know they had OBJ.
Yeah.
So I'm not concerned about the Browns, though this was a little bit concerning of the minimal amount of points that they were scoring, the amount of punts that they had to do. But their defense really stepped up. This was Kirk Cousins' first pick this year. I don't know if you knew that. He hasn't thrown a pick
that is true.
Yet.
We talked about that. That was his first interception.
This is his first pick this year. Why weren't we talking about him as the MVP candidate? You want to know why? Because it's Kirk Cousins.
Because his team is terrible?
Because it's Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, true. He's also 1-3 on the season.
Mm-hmm.
Side note, I really think Baker Mayfield needs to get his act together like he did at the end of last season.
Mm-hmm.
Baker 15-33, under 50%. That's pretty rough, buddy.
Yeah.
So 155 yards. That's pretty rough, buddy.
No, yeah, you got to complete passes.
But no interceptions. So I guess that's cool.
Is what it is. I mean, Trent Dilfer won some games like this, but we need more out of Baker before I really commit to the Browns are really good. I think they're better than the Chiefs right now. How long will that last? Couldn't tell you.
Who knows? I will say though, Kareem Hunt is playing very good football. Very, very good football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really good football. I wish him nothing but the best, man. All right.
Okay, Bears Lions. Bears.
This game was
24-14.
Wildly weird. So the reason I'm gonna say wildly weird is because
weirdly wild.
I want to talk about how the Lions had no business losing this football game.
No.
Yes, the Bears put up 24 points, right? Jared Goff, 24 of 38, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, right? You want to know what lost them this game? They started their first 3 drives. They started the game down 14-0, right? Gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, fumble. Gave up a touchdown. David Montgomery scored 2 very quickly. Turnover on downs. Then they forced a punt. Then they fumbled again when they were making some headway. Then freaking interception. Then punt. Then end at half. And then they punted. Then they punted. And then they finally scored 2 times. They cut the lead from 21-0 to 7. It was just like, and then they just didn't do anything. They turned the ball over way too many times. It was like they had like 2 or 3 turnover on downs and like 3 fumbles, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So turnovers lost them that football game. That's good Bears defense, right?
Jared Goff played defense.
Yeah.
He played decent. Besides that one time, he threw the weirdest pick in the world off his knee. That didn't legally go down as a pick, but
yeah,
never touched the ground. As far as I'm concerned, that's a pick.
Yeah, I think they counted it as a fumble.
Yeah, because he never touched his hand. But still, weird how that one worked.
Still dumb.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Fields threw the ball 17 whole times.
Yeah, that's because David Montgomery was playing out of his God-given mind this game.
He got hurt.
Oh, that's true.
But they seem optimistic. They said it wasn't like an ACL or anything like that, so that's the good news.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Fields looked okay. Wasn't like tremendously impressive, but he looked decent.
Yeah. Holy shit.
For a rookie quarterback.
Yeah. Sorry, I just said that for context purposes, guys. I knew we were about to stop talking about this game because this game really wasn't all that in a bag of chips. Mm-hmm. So I was looking at the next game's stats and
Oh yeah, I'm previewing. Do you want to just go to Bills Texans right here, right now?
At this point, also Justin Fields, I think he needs a little bit more. I need him to get a little more accustomed to the NFL. He's getting there, but you know he's almost there. So he looked better than the previous week. It's a week-to-week improvement, and that's all you can ask out of some rookies. Unlike Davis Mills, who threw 4 fucking interceptions this week.
Yeah.
on 11 of 21. Dude, he threw a pick. What is that? 20% of the time on his attempts?
Give it a little less, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, how would you feel knowing if you're the head coach of an NFL team and knowing that your quarterback has a 20% chance of throwing an interception right now?
With a 0% chance of throwing a touchdown.
Right? I mean, he threw for under 100 yards.
Dude, it was either 20% chance of interception or 50% chance the pass is going to be completed.
It got to the point where they willingly put in Mitch Trubisky. It was garbage time for the Bills.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like
Josh Allen even threw a pick, dude. They ran for 2 touchdowns. Mitch ran for 1. Zach Moss ran for 1. Josh Allen threw 2. Did they score on the defensive side? Is that what happened? I'm trying to figure out where the other touchdowns came from. That's only 4. There's a bunch of other plays here. Was it the field goal?
Yeah, I think they only scored 4. They had 4 field goals.
4 field goals. That's where the other points came from. Holy crap, dude. Dude, hey, listen. Remember when I said Mills was a franchise quarterback? That was my theory. The theory was officially trumped today. Granted, because Zach Wilson also threw 4 interceptions, then went and beat the Titans.
When you mention the trends, they never happen again. So we mentioned the Tyrod Taylor trend. No, Davis Mills is not going to be good. At the moment I mention my Saints trend, I guarantee you that they lose this week.
That'd be hilarious, actually. And they're playing the football team, so they have a chance to actually win that game. Dog, okay, yeah, Davis Mills is just unlucky. I'm looking at some of the interceptions, man. That is tough, bro. Mm-hmm. That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was legally a football game. Moving right along. Colts!
Yeah, Colts won a game. They beat the Dolphins 27-17 in Miami.
Hey, the Dolphins suck, dude.
Yeah, the Dolphins aren't very good. I don't know what happened.
Carson, you're my only redeeming quality for the season, please.
Yes. I mean, Jacoby had a decent game. There was kind of that really weird fumble sort of thing that happened with Jacoby. I don't know if you saw it. It was very Tuck Rule-y. I'm not going to lie. Like, it was kind of a weird one.
I did not see it.
But, yeah, I mean, the Colts won a game. Carson Wentz looked good. Jonathan Taylor finally showed up. I feel like it finally got going a little bit for the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if we've said it once, we've said it a million times. The Colts are a decent team. The problem is that the front of their schedule is very, very, very hard. And if they can escape from the first 8 games, like 3-5, 4-4, they have a decent chance to be a wild card. They have a decent chance to win the South with what we've seen from the Titans too.
Especially from the Titans. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah.
So if they can escape if they can, I think, sneak like 2 or 3 more wins out of the next 4 weeks, I think the Colts are a decent team. They'll be in a decent spot.
Mm-hmm.
Their team is seemingly healthy provided Carson Wentz stays healthy. I don't see any dramatic injuries outside of, I believe T.Y. Hilton is still out.
Yeah, but
I don't anticipate him playing this year too much.
Yeah, he'll be okay, especially when they have people like Paris Campbell,
Mm-hmm.
Zach Pascal, Mo Alley Cox. They got some good players. So
yeah, no, they'll be
but
decent.
this is the type of game I expected from the Colts all year. 24-32 from Wentz, 2 touchdowns. He doesn't have to throw like 50 times for them to be successful. Jonathan Taylor, 16 carries, 103 yards. Marlon Mack getting some touches. He didn't do a lot, but he's getting the touches. Man, keeping people honest because Marlon Mack is really good. Nyheim Hines, fun fact, is getting on my last freaking nerves on my other fantasy team. He touched the ball twice this game because you have Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but like, dude, he has weapons. This is how Carson Wentz plays football. This is him. This is his thing.
Yeah.
This is why they were good in 2017 because they had freaking Ajayi and freaking LeGarrette Blount, so they could do what Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor are doing. Then you could throw to Nelson Aguilar, who actually had hands that season, and Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz. It's like when you give him those aren't over the top, out of this world top 5 weapons. Those are really good weapons though. So like with a god tier O line, may I add, who stayed healthy. Like when you have good players, Carson Wentz plays good. Like it's a crazy concept, right?
Weird how that works.
Good coaching, crazy concept, dude. Crazy concept.
Yeah.
And he's healthy. Crazy concept. Crazy concept. Anyway, I hate Eagles fans. That's another news. And slightly WP for ruining this relationship.
Are we on to Washington, Atlanta?
Dog, Atlanta at Falcon this game. The Falcons.
Certified Falcons moment.
Yeah, did they smoke like a really big
Give us the sound effects. Hit it with the sound effects. I just made more work for you, but I don't care. Give them a sound effects.
I don't know if I have one.
This is a certified Atlanta Falcons moment.
Yeah, they were up 30-22 going into the 4th quarter.
I'll even record the audio for you. I'll throw some fun voice on it. I don't care. This is a certified Falcons moment. This is a certified Falcons moment. There you go. ISO that.
I'm gonna ISO that, clip it, throw in some
Right.
Falcons 28-3
is a certified Falcons moment.
Yeah, the Falcons, dude. That's crazy.
I mean, this is what you would call a shootout, and Washington was on the winning end of it. The running game was going nowhere at all for Atlanta, but the passing game was decent. Cordell Patterson caught 3 touchdowns. Matt Ryan threw 25 times, or completed 25 of 42 for 283 and 4 touchdowns. He had a decent game.
Cordell Patterson was on my bench for fantasy in our league.
That's rough.
Starting in my other league. I'm 4-0 in the other league, but 1-3 in this one. So just process that for me.
Did you know that? Chase Young doesn't have a sack this year.
No shot.
He does not.
Not one?
Not a one.
He hasn't played the Eagles yet.
That's fair. I guess that hasn't happened yet. He'll get like 80.
He's going to make up for lost
Yeah,
time.
He'll make up for it. Don't worry.
He's going to have like 8 on the game.
Yeah.
He's going to go from averaging none to 1 a game. Just from one game.
So Taylor Heineke for Washington threw 23 of 33 for 290 and 3 touchdowns. Antonio Gibson ran 14 times for 63 yards and a touchdown.
Taylor Heineke, hold on, buddy.
So here's my question to you: Is Taylor Heineke good?
Yes, I told you that last season.
Right? I think he's decent.
I didn't want to believe it, but I was like, yo, this game. I was because at the end of last season, I was like, yo, after that playoff game, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept Taylor Heineke around and just started him instead.
Yeah.
And what happens when Fitz gets hurt? This man pops off.
Right.
Like he's not like. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback.
No, he's more Kirk Cousins than Patrick Mahomes.
Right,
but he'll get the job done.
He's kind of he beat the Falcons. That's a win in my book.
Right. Well,
that's a dub.
Did the Falcons beat the Falcons, or did Taylor Heineke beat the Falcons?
Taylor Heineke went 22 of 33 with 3 touchdowns.
That's fair.
He beat
Give him
the
his credit.
Falcons.
Give him his credit. I don't care if it's a certified Falcons moment, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, I mean, Washington had a decent game. Atlanta had a
Taylor
decent
Heineke,
game.
bro.
But I guess it just came down. It mattered a little bit more to Washington, I suppose. Maybe.
Dude,
I don't
Matt
know.
Ryan even threw for 4 touchdowns. What is happening, bro? What a game. Crazy.
Yeah, this was the game I caught the tail end of right when we landed, right before
Wait.
Broncos Ravens kicked off.
Why
That
did
was the game I
Young
watched.
Quay Koo punt twice?
Did they not have a punter?
But the other punter punted twice.
Did he get hurt?
I don't know. Anyway, that's news for a different day, I guess. All right, so heading into the highlight games of the week, in my humble opinion.
Yes.
Seahawks at Niners. Boy, did we get these matchups wrong.
Seahawks win 28-21. Well, here's the big thing: is the injury to Jimmy Garoppolo, which Jimmy
He got
Garoppolo
hurt
got hurt
again.
Yeah, I'm shocked. But here's the thing: Trey Lance came in and did decent. He went 9 of 18 for 157 and 2 touchdowns. Not bad.
Wait, that's pretty good. Pretty good, actually.
The biggest thing right now is that Eli Mitchell is hurt. Raheem Mostert's hurt for the Niners. Their rushing attack is pretty crippled.
Yeah, Trey Sermon is not good. No offense. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He has his moments, but he is not good.
Yeah, so that's the biggest concern for the 49ers. And I think with the injury to Jimmy Garoppolo, who, is on his way out of San Francisco, but is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
And it just like the leadership aspect of it, the fact that their rushing attack is pretty crippled, I think that's what ultimately led to the 49ers loss. Because I don't think the Seahawks played tremendously. Like the Seahawks were
28
decent.
points is no joke, though. Like,
Yeah.
Russell Wilson only threw 23 times and 2 touchdowns. Chris Carson wasn't even the leading rusher. It was Alex Collins, and I don't even know who that is.
I knew an Alex Collins. He's not a running back, though. I think he's like the... Last I heard, he was like the recruiting director for Ole Miss, maybe?
Yeah, totally. Running back
Yeah.
from old.
This is
running
his
back from
weekend.
being a
This is his
recruiter.
weekend job. He's a running back
Right,
for the
right,
Seahawks.
Right, 1 day a week,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the Seahawks to come in here and do this in Cali, but they came in here and did the dang thing, so I give them
Right.
props. But Trey Lance did look really good, so, like, genuinely. I
he
wouldn't be
looked good.
surprised next week if he's, I mean, obviously he's probably going to start with Jimmy G out, but, like, if he doesn't get the reins to the team, even with Jimmy G back,
Maybe, yeah.
All right, moving on to the other NFC West freaking clash of the week.
Shock of the week, in my opinion.
Cardinals at Rams. Cardinals beat them 37-20.
Dude, the Cardinals are good.
So there's 2 things I need to say about this game. One, the Cardinals, I think, without a doubt, even without this win at this point, are the best team in the NFC West. I'm sorry. I think they're better than the Rams right now.
I mean, well,
Right?
obviously right now, yeah. I think when
But I
all
also
is
think-
said and done, I think the Rams are a better team.
I also think I might even go as far to say that they might be the best team in the NFC. Period.
Potentially. I think they're up there.
Because, well, I think are they the only undefeated team left?
That's it. Just the Cardinals. Because it was
rest my case.
Cardinals and the Rams,
Cardinals,
Broncos, Raiders,
Panthers,
and
and
Panthers who all lost besides the Cardinals.
Yep. So, I rest my case. Anyway, second, I need to stop picking against the Cardinals because every time I do, they decide to go out and just shut out the other team. Like, just dominate them. Like, they won by 17 points. I picked against them one other week, and it was against the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And they beat them 38-13 in week 1. The Cardinals are a good football team.
Yes, they are. They're very good.
Like, a really good football team. DeAndre Hopkins is nuts. Side note, Jalen Ramsey versus DeAndre Hopkins was really fun to watch.
That was cool.
I love watching that matchup because, Jalen Ramsey's Jalen Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
But fun fact, DeAndre Hopkins did also have 4 receptions for 67 yards. So it's, take that what you will. But yeah, I mean, it's just how it goes. Chase Edmonds did pretty good. He averaged 10 yards a freaking carry. And then James Connors ran for 2 touchdowns. Matt Stafford threw a pick. Like, I don't think anything went poorly for them. Their defense just got stomped.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I think the Rams and Cardinals are genuinely two of the top tier teams in the NFC, and this was like a really good matchup.
Yeah,
Kyler
I
played
think
well.
we're gonna get that again, and it's gonna
The
be
whole
fun to watch
Cardinals
the second
team
time.
played well. Like Chase Edmonds averaged 10 yards a carry.
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
not easy to do.
He 12 times and ran for 120 yards. Like, that's crazy. And yeah, that's nuts. Steelers at Pack. Wait, did you have anything else to add?
No, I got
Sorry.
nothing else for Cardinals Rams.
Okay. Steelers at Packers. Packers win 27-17. And you want my honesty? The Packers just look clean. That's all it is at the end of the day. Packers just look
the
clean.
Steelers ain't shit. That's what it is, in my opinion.
Also true. Ben Roethlisberger needs to leave.
Yeah, I think he needs to call that a career.
Yeah, it's over for you, buddy. Najee's not really doing what I think they expected him to do. He's not playing terribly right now, but he's not doing what they expected him to do.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we said this. I think I said this. I don't know if I said this on the podcast or anything like that, but like Najee was a cool pickup for the Steelers because their running game was one of the worst parts of the Steelers team last year, right?
right.
But doesn't matter when you don't have an O-line. The Steelers are fresh out of offensive linemen.
Yeah, and Ben Roethlisberger's I think he threw one interception. It was like the most forced play I've ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
Like, what are y'all doing?
I mean, the Steelers' defense has been impressive, but the Steelers' offense can't keep up.
No.
Like the Packers genuinely exposed them. Aaron Rodgers threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for another one. Both those touchdowns going to Randall Cobb. Shout out to Randall Cobb. That guy's got to be like 80.
Dude, yeah, I think it was hilarious that my man Aaron Rodgers was like, "All right, I'm coming back, but I'm bringing Randall Cobb with us." And everyone was like, "Well, you got Randall Cobb. What are you going to do with him?"
That
Exhibit A.
pop off. That's what I'm going to do.
Randall Cobb's nuts, dude. But yeah, I mean, it is. Yeah, that's just how it is, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I think Aaron Rodgers is playing. I mean, game 1 was a fluke, honestly. 38-3 against the Saints, it's a fluke. They haven't lost since. So
I agree. I think for the Steelers, their first game was a fluke too. In the other direction, they beat the Bills. Yeah, no, that was a fluke.
Yeah, Bills. Just it was the first game jitters because they haven't stopped putting up 35 points since then. They went 35, 40, 35, 43, 40. Like, that's nuts, dude. Shut out 2 opponent. Yeah, no. Yeah, Steelers just had a really good day that day. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of undefeated teams, Ravens at Denver taking on the Broncos. Ravens take up
23-7.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater got hurt this game.
Teddy Bridgewater did get hurt. Only threw 7 of 16 for 65 and a touchdown before going out. And Drew Lock came in and threw 12 of 21 for 113 and a pick. Here is the big thing that they won. I want you to scroll all the way down to the bottom.
Wait, on the Broncos?
Let's look at some punting statistics here.
Oh my, wait. Holy, what the
The Broncos punted 10 times.
They punted 10 times?
And yeah, 10 times.
Dude, the Ravens punted 7 still, though.
Well, that was the thing. The Broncos defense showed up, but the moment Teddy went down, the Broncos offense couldn't keep up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like, the Broncos were the first team to score, and then Teddy got hurt, and the Ravens continued to score, and the Broncos couldn't score again.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Here's the thing, though, that was impressive with the Ravens in particular. Like, let's shift from Broncos being like, oh, no, we stink again, to here's what was really impressive from the Ravens. Lamar Jackson had, in my recent memory, probably the best game passing he's had in a long time.
He threw for 316 yards.
Right?
That's insane.
Yeah, he had one of the best games passing I remember from Lamar Jackson in a long time. He threw 22 of 37 for 316 and a touchdown. Latavius Murray ran in for another one. And
Le'Veon Bell got his first couple of plays. They have such a weird running back core because of all their injuries. They have Devontae Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, and Latavius Murray.
Right. It's weird.
Those are like the ghosts of NFL past. Like, what the heck am I looking at?
Right?
Bro?
That would be the most stacked running back core in the world if this was
5 years ago.
2016, 2017.
Yeah. I swear. That's nuts, dude. What the heck?
Yeah. So, I mean, the Ravens are a good team. I think the Broncos are a decent team, but now the Broncos, I think injuries have now caught up to the Broncos, and it finally caught Teddy. And that's going to be a problem until the Broncos are healthy. Bradley Chubb is still out. Teddy is out. KJ Hamler's out for the year. Jerry Jeudy is hurt for a while too. Both their guards were out of this game too. The Broncos, both their starting guards, Lloyd Cushenberry and Dalton Reisner, were both out. So I think injuries have just caught up to Denver. Now that it's taken Teddy victim too, they're not in a good spot, especially with the fact that it seems like the Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers are all decent to good teams.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is what it is. Like we said, this was the first real test of the Broncos, and I think they're way too beat up. Now the Broncos have a decently challenging chunk to their schedule. They have their next 4 games are Steelers, are in Pittsburgh against the Steelers, at home against Vegas. Then they are, where are the Broncos on this list? Thursday night in Cleveland, and then at home against Washington. Like, that's a pretty tough stretch.
I think they go 2-2 in that stretch.
I think if they go 2-2, they're in a decent spot to potentially still steal a wild card.
Yeah.
But I think the Chargers and the Chiefs are way too good for them to win the West.
We'll see.
I don't think that. I mean, yeah. But I mean, they're what? Are they in the lead for the West, or is it the Chargers right now?
Technically, it's the Chargers because the Chargers have beaten the Chiefs.
And the Raiders.
And the Raiders too. So yeah, Chargers are 2-0 in the division. So
Yeah.
I believe technically the Broncos are in third.
No,
because
I think you guys are in second because the Raiders lost to the Chargers.
According to like all the things I think according to all the things I've seen, the Broncos are still in third for whatever reason.
That makes no sense.
I'm considering you guys at second place.
How about
as far as I'm concerned, yeah, sure.
that?
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, that's really all I got for Ravens Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, Broncos just, yeah, injuries really suck. And coming from an Eagles fan, I know that better than anyone.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football was everything we expected it to be and more.
It was a good game.
Buccaneers at Patriots, 1917. I have about 2 words, maybe a couple more than that, to say about this game. I'd like to quote the great and amazing Chiseled Adonis in saying, Nick Folk! You're a bum!
I don't know if your mic picked that up. I want you to know.
It definitely did, but you might have not heard it.
Okay. Discord certainly did not.
Anyway, Nick Folk's a bum. Carry on.
I mean, it is what it is.
He's not a bum. He made like 58 straight field goals. But yeah, this one, he attended the Cody Parkey School of Clownery with the double doink. Or with the doinkery. That's what it was. Nuts. Anyway.
I mean, here was what was really weird about this game, okay? I think the Bucs were more impressive than the Patriots, but I think in this game, Mac Jones was more impressive than Tom Brady.
Agreed. Not even a question. I'm not even going to question that statement. Fun fact, Jacoby Myers threw 2 passes this game.
I did see that too, yeah. I mean, it was an exciting game. Like, here's the thing. If there's anybody who knows Bill Belichick, it's Tom Brady. If there's anybody who knows Tom Brady, it's Bill Belichick. And it was genuinely a good matchup. Like, Mac Jones was Krillin.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
He was a side character. He was a side character who was there for plot development.
Right.
Like,
I mean, he played really well. Like,
he did play well.
He did his job, 31 of 42 touchdowns. I mean, he had an interception, but like, he's a rookie. Like, playing against the Patriots or the Buccaneers.
Yeah, like I mean, the Bucs look really good. I think the Bucs are one of the better teams in the NFC. I mean, this is honestly just this was a cool game in like a vacuum. Like I don't think this game has like tremendous implications about the Bucs or the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
This was just a fun game to watch, and a fun game that exists in the history of the NFL.
Yeah, it was cool.
And now Tom
Nick
Brady
Folk had the chance to rob Tom Brady of beating every NFL team, but decided to doink it off the left crossbar.
Yeah, Tom Brady has now beaten every NFL team, 4th quarterback to do so, because he can't just let Peyton Manning have one thing.
No, of course not. Why would he? And I think this game he also passed Drew Brees in something.
He is now the NFL leader in passing yards.
Thank you.
And he did it in Gillette, which is cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool, I guess.
I mean, there was a period last year. There was a period last year I think where like every 2 weeks it would switch back and forth between Brady.
It was
and
Brees.
Brees.
They went back and forth consistently. It was like one of them was it, then the other was it, and it was like wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, I mean, just a weird game. I mean, they're going to go play the Dolphins now, and Buccaneers are going to go down into their home and just dominate them. So, yeah, that's my mindset.
Yep, and Patriots got who did they play this week? The Houston Texans. What
That's
a game.
winnable game. That's a winnable game.
It's extraordinarily winnable.
It's a winnable game right there. Mac Jones looking to get his second win of the season.
Yep.
Ooh. Last but certainly not least this week, we had the Raiders. The Raiders. In L.A. In SoFi Stadium taking on the Chargers, who are really good at football. They won
the Chargers
this
are
game
good, dude.
Yeah, they won this game 28-14.
The Chargers are good.
They were up 21-0 going into halftime, I believe, and the Raiders were making a comeback, and then they stopped making said comeback. Derek Carr looked like garbage this game. I'm not going to lie to you. He looked really rough. He didn't play terribly. Okay, garbage is mean. Okay, he looked mediocre. I'm going to say mediocre.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't terrible, but he was like, it was pretty rough, dude. I think he fumbled. He threw a pick. Like, it was like this team didn't know how to play football all of a sudden. He missed throws. Like, I didn't know what was going on with them, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, dude, the Chargers are a good team.
No, they are. No, I'm not even questioning. They've beaten the Chiefs and the Raiders this season.
They're a good team.
They're a great team. Their only loss, was week 2 to the Cowboys by a field goal?
The Cowboys are also a good team.
Yeah, they're playing good football right now. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Chargers just played better. Justin Herbert, man.
Yeah. We talked about this, about the possibility of an LA Super Bowl in LA.
That would be the funniest thing ever.
That would be ridiculous.
Dude, I was thinking about this after this win in particular, and I was like, dude, could you imagine if there was an LA v LA in SoFi? That'd be crazy.
That would be nuts. I mean, no team in the NFL has ever won a Super Bowl in their home stadium until Tom Brady did last year.
No team has ever played in a home game in their stadium.
The moment he does it, the floodgates open, and now it happens twice in 1 year.
Like, there's never been a team to play in their home stadium in the Super Bowl, let alone win. So the first team that does it, of course, it's Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they win.
Because what hasn't Tom Brady done?
Right. Yeah, what hasn't he done, actually? You're right. And then both LA teams are good this year, and who's hosting the Super Bowl? LA. Crazy concept. Right. Both are 3-1. Both can make a case to go to the Super Bowl. Justin Herbert looks really, really good, dude. We've talked about second-year quarterbacks in their like MVP caliber seasons, and Justin Herbert's putting on one heck of a show, dude.
I agree.
So, yeah, we'll see. We'll have to wait and see. That's for sure. But moving right along, I'm ready to talk about some predictions.
I am as well.
I'm ready to talk about some records real quick because these are fun. You went 9-7 this week.
I did.
I went 11-5.
You did. I clearly just don't know anything about pick'ems. I don't know why you. Why did you bring me on again? Am I the football expert?
Yeah, you are actually.
Here we are.
I'm just good at picking football teams again. Apparently, you just have more knowledge than me.
I'd be really good at picking football teams from 1983. Because I'm a loser.
I'm putting up, just so for reference sake, I have a 5-game lead on you on the season at I'm going to say the quarter mark, but it's really not a quarter mark anymore. So
probably at the end of this week, it's the quarter mark, I would say.
Yeah, but it's like there's 18 weeks, so it's like.
We'll say after Thursday Night Football, it's the quarter mark.
Right.
Deal?
I guess. Yeah, I'm 39-25 to your 34-30. Cool.
All right.
So week 5.
We start
We're
Thursday
kicking
Night Football.
things off.
Thursday Night Football,
baby.
very, very hot. The LA Rams in Seattle playing the Seahawks.
That's a little spicy.
This will be a fun game for sure. The NFC West is always nuts. We got 2 NFC West matchups last week. We're going into 2 more this week. One of them in prime time.
Oh, man.
Like, this is a good week of football when the NFC West plays each other. Yeah, so we have the Rams in Seattle.
I'm changing my pick.
As we speak?
As we speak.
Okay,
I really thought about it for a second.
I'm going to go with the LA Rams because...
I am too, now.
Genuinely,
I had the Seahawks for a minute.
I think the LA Rams are one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Like, I don't think they're a 17-0 caliber team. Like you're gonna lose tough games to tough teams like the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
It is what it is.
You might lose this game. This game
you
is
could
a tough
lose this game too. Like Seattle's a really good team. But I think the safe pick here is the Rams.
Yeah, with you.
Okay.
London!
The ass crack of dawn. London. We have the Jets and the Falcons in Wembley Stadium. I mean, you already know who I'm picking. It's the hardest time I've ever had to do it.
Okay, so I kind of want to change my pick because I have the Falcons winning. Can I make a prediction that this game is going to end in a tie?
But if it doesn't, we're calling this a loss for you. But I'll allow it.
Yeah, but I don't care.
If a team wins a game,
if either team wins,
wins this game.
But what happens when I get this right?
You win pick'ems. We stopped doing pick'ems. It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm doing it. I am predicting the Jets Falcon to end in a tie. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
We'll see how that goes.
I'm putting my yellow marker right now with a T next to it. I'm going for it, bro. I'm going for it.
Okay. I'm going to take the Jets because I don't take the Falcons.
I had the Falcons winning this game. I'm going with the tie, dude. I don't know what it is about this game. I have this weird feeling that this game might end in a tie. I blame London. Anyway.
Yes.
Lions
game,
at Vikings.
An interesting one in the NFC North.
Yes, but I think the Lions are not a good football team, and I think the Vikings are okay, so I'm going with the Vikings.
I think they're both okay teams. I
actually do think the Lions can win this game, though.
I think the Vikings are okayer, so I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Okayer. Okay. Saints at football team.
Are
you testing your theory?
I'm putting my theory to the test. It's the theory. My theory is 1-0. So
it's true.
I'm picking the
Saints
Saints.
week.
I'm picking the Saints.
Football team.
I think that's the rational
team
pick.
Are better.
I think that's the rational
they're
pick.
Playing really weird. I think that football team has a better defense, and Jameis Winston's going to struggle against it. So I'm going football team.
Yep, I'm picking the Saints.
Patriots at Texans. Patriots.
Patriots, easy.
Like
Dolphins at Bucks.
Yeah, no. Bucks. Moving on.
Packers at Bengals.
This game actually.
Hold on. This game is tough.
Wait, I just thought about this. This game actually might not be as close as I thought it was going to be. Or like as easy to pick as I thought it was going to be.
These are 2 3-1 teams.
And the Bengals are hard 3-1 right now. Like they've beaten some meh teams outside of who they play.
They're also getting some squeakers.
Ravens? No, not Ravens. Yeah. They're playing. Who did they play last week? They just won. The Jags. The Jags aren't a good team. Never mind.
Yeah, no. I mean, like they're getting some squeakers.
Steelers. They beat the Steelers.
Yeah, they beat the Steelers.
Really
they lost to the Bears, and then they beat the Vikings.
Vikings. Yeah. I mean, if anybody's gonna, hey, listen, if we're gonna see an upset, it might be the Bengals. I'm gonna go Packers.
I guess the
Packers are a better team.
The Packers,
but this could be an upset.
Yep, I think I'm on alert for an upset this week. I'm also gonna go with the Packers though.
Yeah. All right.
Next we got the Denver Broncos in Pittsburgh playing the Steelers.
After careful analysis, I picked this game as if Teddy Bridgewater was playing. And I'm still going to pick even though Drew Lock's at the helm. I'm going to go Broncos still.
I think the Broncos are too beat up. I think the Steelers' defense is too good. If the Broncos don't have their guards, I think they struggle against the Steelers' defense. If they struggled against the Ravens' defense, they'll struggle against the Steelers' defense. As much as it hurts me to say this, I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
Do you want my honesty? I am picking the Broncos, even with Drew Lock at the helm. I think that the Steelers' offense is not good enough. It's like nowhere near good enough.
No, it's not. I don't care. Competent enough. This is going to be like a 10-7 kind of game.
Even if your defense, even though the Steelers' defense is really good, I still think Drew Lock can beat them because he only has to score like 1 touchdown. Because their offense is just not good.
Yeah.
One touchdown, like 2 field goals. Call it a game.
I'm so concerned about the injuries to the Broncos, though.
I'm with you. I'm gonna pick the Broncos on a whim. So
okay.
I'm feeling confident with Denver for some reason. Eagles in Carolina taking on the Carolina Panthers. Still no CMC, right? Right?
I believe so. Yes.
Thank God. Okay, we have a chance. Sam Darnold's looking really good. Their defense looks really good. The problem I'm having with picking this game is I hate picking against the Eagles when I think it's a winnable game. Like Chiefs Eagles, I pick the Chiefs every time, right? Bucks Eagles, I'm probably like picking the Bucks every time, right? This game, I hate mentally looking at them and being like, yeah, the Eagles have a chance to win this game. I don't think it's a high chance, but they have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I want your opinion first.
I'm going with the Panthers.
I understand.
I think the Panthers are a better team.
Okay. This is one of those moments when you're at at dinner with your family at a restaurant and you're like, "Hey, I need more time to think. Can you come back to me?" to the waiter.
To the waiter,
Or
yeah.
waitress. Yeah. I'm gonna go Eagles. I feel like I shouldn't do that. I think Jalen Hurts. Okay, so I saw what the Cowboys just did with the Panthers, right? I'm not saying that we're on the equivalency of the Cowboys, just so we're clear before I say what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think Jalen Hurts and the offense is good. I just need them to score like 40 points,
Mm-hmm.
which they can. I think they can do. If they finish drives, the Eagles can win this game. I think Nick Sirianni's gonna have a good plan coming into this week. I'm gonna go Eagles. I think they really need this win for momentum's sake, so they're gonna win. Because if they don't, then they're not gonna probably see another win until they play the Lions week 8, and that's even a stretch right now.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Eagles. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. Titans at Jags. Titans.
Jags are not good. I'm going with the Titans.
The Jags could play upset though. By the way, the Titans did just lose to the Jets, so I'm just throwing that out there.
The Jags are too dramatic right now. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Also true. This could to quash all that dramatics though. Who knows?
Yeah.
With a win, nuts. Browns at Chargers. Wait. Before we move on, are we playing this how we played this last year? Are the Jags and Cardinals in the equivalency category?
The Jags and Cardinals?
Yeah. Remember undefeated team, winless team, Jets, Steelers last year? Law of equivalency. If one of them wins, the other one's losing.
Oh.
As long as there's an undefeated team, there's going to be a winless team. I'm pretty sure the Jags are the only winless team left in the league. Oh, the Lions
too.
Okay, so never mind. We can't play the card yet.
Yeah, we can't do the law of equivalent
All right,
exchange.
Lions, you need to win this week then. All right, cool.
That way we can start playing the law of equivalent exchange, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go Titans over Jags for obvious reasons. We just said that. Okay, Browns at Chargers. I had to think about I had to talk about that for a second. It was important business. This game is actually kind of a good matchup. Browns at Chargers?
This is a very good matchup, and I'm honestly still having a hard time picking it.
I have an easy time picking this one. I'm actually going Chargers. If you can't do Baker can't play how he played last week and expect to win against a team like the Chargers.
Yeah, I think these two teams are very good. And my initial gut was to take the Chargers, and I think I'm going to stick to that.
I think Bosa might be able to help against those running backs too. So
Yeah.
who knows? I'm going Chargers. Just Justin Herbert. Hey, this week, buddy. Listen. You threw the ball like a couple times to Mike Williams. Twice you overthrew him. My fantasy team almost lost because you did that. So I'm gonna need you not to do that this week, buddy. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you. Okay. Bears at Raiders. Chicago heading down to Las Vegas. They're doing the reverse of what I did, and they are going to be losing.
Davion.
A Davion, if you will.
Yeah, I agree. They lose in Vegas. I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah. Can I get on the plane with them? Will they let me go with them?
Maybe.
So I can go see my family for a day? Maybe see Eric? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Who knows? Niners at Cardinals.
I have a hard time believing the Cardinals are going to lose a game right now.
You and me both, especially against the Niners.
Right? Like the Niners
without
are good.
Jimmy G.
And yeah, the Niners are good. They're also Jimmy G list. They're also running back list.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Yeah. Cardinals look great. Giants at Cowboys. I hate it, but I'm going boys.
Yeah, I am too. Giants aren't good.
Did you consider a Giants upset for a second?
I'm still in the mindset of the Giants are better than I think they are, and I need to get out of it.
The Cowboys are really freaking good,
and I need to get out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
I know. This sounds weird coming from a Philadelphia Eagles fan. The Cowboys look really good right now, dude. I have to be as unbiased as possible for this podcast. The Cowboys look good.
Mm-hmm.
They look good.
Yeah. All right. Sunday night football. Bills.
They decided to
Chiefs.
feed Zeke, man. Bills at Chiefs. This is hardest game to pick all week. This is the hardest game to pick the whole week. No questions asked.
It's up there.
Argument maybe Niners Cardinals, but this is the Seahawks Rams too.
I had a hard time with Packers Bengals too.
Really?
I did.
I feel like I didn't. Like I feel like the Bengals are a good team. Just it's the Packers. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick the Buffalo Bills to win on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs.
I also am going to pick the Buffalo Bills to beat the Kansas City Chiefs on the road.
I'm gonna get this game. Oh, it's in Sunday Night Football. I was gonna say I'm gonna get this game on TV because it's Kansas City, but everyone gets this game on TV. It's
That's
Sunday Night
correct. That's
Football.
how primetime works.
It's Sunday Night Football. Davion. Monday Night Football is actually really. So the thing with this game though, I like how my mind is everywhere and nowhere at one time. Bills and Chiefs. I don't think like Tyreek is gonna get away with what he got away with against the Eagles, unlike the Bills.
I think Josh Allen will.
Yeah, the defense. I don't think Chiefs' defense is good enough. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
I agree.
Colts at Ravens.
On Monday Night Football. We were talking. The Colts have to get away with a couple of wins. This is not one of them, though. I'm gonna go with
No, the
Baltimore.
Ravens are playing really good football right now, and the running back. The running back trio of NFL past is gonna pop off. I'm expecting a big game from Le'Veon Bell, and I don't know why. So I'm going Ravens over the Colts.
I'm going to go with Ravens over the Colts, despite Le'Veon
Give
Bell.
me that higher second round draft pick, baby. Come on, keep losing, Colts. Eagles really need that second rounder right now. We look like garbage.
Yeah.
All right, so quick little rundown. What you got for me?
I am going with the Rams, Jets, Vikings, Saints, Patriots, Buccaneers, Packers, Steelers, Panthers, Titans, Chargers, Raiders, Cardinals, Cowboys, Bills, and Ravens this week.
I'm going Rams tie, Vikings, football team, Patriots, Buccaneers, Packers, Broncos, Eagles, Titans, Chargers, Raiders, Cardinals, Cowboys, Bills, and Ravens. So what we have different this week?
I think
tie?
the only one we have is Broncos, Steelers, and your wild tie prediction.
The Eagles, Panthers.
Oh, that's right, and Eagles, Panthers. Right, you're picking our team, and I'm not.
Dude, I swear if the Rams or the Jets Falcons tie this week,
I don't know what to do.
Dude, I'm going to literally flip my lid. I will literally, you will not see me stop tweeting. You will not see me stop tweeting. I'm going to make sure that this video goes up on Thursday. Like,
It better.
Like, I'm going to make sure. I've been having a tough time recently because I didn't edit on Wednesday because, you know, it was my birthday. But it's going up, dude. I'm making sure if I get through it, if anything, it's going up. Thursday, 10 a.m. CST like normal, bro. Or, I'm sorry, 12 p.m. CST, 10 a.m. PST. That's how that works. Anyway, well, that's it from us over here at Behind the Plays. I do have one more question for you before we head on out of here.
All right.
We are at week 4.
We are.
We passed week 4. We're heading into week 5.
Okay.
We have talked a little bit about MVP candidates, and we always go with those. These are your early predictions for, you know, some plays, right? Some certain things. I'm gonna run down this list real quick. It's just super quick, just three quick questions.
Okay.
3 quick questions,
Hit me with
right? Comeback player of the year, for sure, is Dakota Prescott.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why it's not.
I think Kyler Murray is the front runner for MVP as of today.
I don't see why it's not.
Cool. I'm going to even make a funny, even greater argument, and I think actually, there's 2 more. Rookie of the year is Mac Jones as of today. Actually, I take that back. Rookie of the year is Jamar Chase as of today.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year is Jamar Chase, 100%. I don't care if we know it favors quarterbacks. These quarterbacks have been butt.
Nothing compared to Jamar Chase.
They have been pooped from a butt.
And last but certainly not least, Coach of the year. Cardinals coach? I don't remember his name.
Cliff Kingsbury, absolutely not.
No?
No,
Okay.
absolutely
so who do you
not.
think coach of the
The
year?
Cardinals
Actually,
are winning despite Cliff Kingsbury.
What about the Chargers?
I could see
coach?
Brandon Staley. I like Brandon Staley to win coach
Who
of
do
the
you
year
think
right
it is?
now. I'm having a hard time believing it's not Brandon Staley.
Yeah, him or maybe Sean McVay? Could be. Maybe.
They like to give coach of the year to the coach who had a surprise, took a surprise team and went far, you know?
Chargers right now. So,
As of right now, I think that's Brandon Staley with the Chargers.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right.
And they like to give it to first-year coaches. Like, think Kevin Stefanski last year.
True. But low-key, he did kind of deserve it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I don't really see a reason why it's not Brandon Staley right now.
It makes perfect sense to me. Yeah. We'll see. We'll just see how the rest of this has to go. Well, you guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I mean, under an hour and a half, so that's a dub in my book.
Right, we
thank you
made
guys
it.
for Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Behind the Plays. Make sure that like button down below for us because your support is always appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new. Any closing remarks from the guy over on my right side of my screen?
I got nothing for my guy who's over here.
All right, well, thank you guys for hanging out. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys on the flip side from Behind the Plays. We are out. Peace.
See ya.